Yo, what up, guys? Scotty Rock here. It's August 16th here in Zone 7B, Queens, New York. And just in the yard, and I was thinking about this fig tree. And I'm out here picking it because it's got so many delicious figs that are ripe right now. It's like crazy. And I just been out here picking. It's the green one's a white Marseille. And but yeah, this is like I think it's a Hardy Chicago. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I'm out here picking these figs. And but it's in a 30-gallon pot, and I leave it out here in the winter. It's about 3 years old. And what does it take to keep this thing alive? Not just throughout the winter, but just throughout the summer too, and keep it growing and green. And having these, lavish figs in here, and, the lavish leaves, you know what I'm saying? And they're not falling off or whatever, a malnutrition fig. I feed these guys in the beginning when I wake them up from the winter in like March. And I immediately start giving them the Miracle Grow, the green one. Like mostly every time that I'm watering them, I give them half of the dosage that you would normally give them. Like every day you're watering them. But this guy, yes, I water him like that. And then I switch to the Bloom Booster, and I give them that. And then after the Bloom Booster and stuff like that, in like almost July, I start giving them regular tomato Miracle Grow every 2 weeks. You have to keep them on a regimen because it's in a pot. It can't get its own nutrients. Sure, it can grow into the ground and find its own under there if you got big enough holes in the pot, you know what I'm saying? But you're really struggling the plant for that. But yeah, I'm out here picking them. And then in the winter I literally do look at these two guys. It's really nice. Look how big these are. And this is in a 30-gallon pot. And next year, well, in the end of this year, I'm gonna, because it's on an angle, the pot, I'm gonna trim it down on the sides, and I'm sticking it in that garbage can and drilling big holes in it. And I'm gonna leave it out here. If it made it through 3 years in a 30-gallon pot like this, I think it can make it in the garbage can. And it's a 55-gallon garbage can, so yeah. I'll get some nice figs. And I don't plan on cutting too much, of course. Whatever I cut down here, I have to cut up top. You have to make it, whatever you have on the bottom, you gotta have on top. And whatever you have on the top, it's gotta be on the, supporting enough, Everything's gotta be supported, or what you have on top. On the roots. You cut roots, you gotta cut some of these leaves and branches off, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it works. A lot of people, when they even when they do their air layers, they cut the branch off the air layer and they put it in a pot, and they're like, it's dying on me. Yeah, because you got these little roots and you cut off this big branch with all these leaves on them. You gotta take some of that off. You gotta match it. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. And I just this is my favorite tree, because look how open that center is to the sun. It's just crazy. It's just full blast in here. So I'm probably gonna cut them down. I've been letting these in the middle here, they started off growing, and right here. So I plan on cutting these two. And maybe this one too for next year. I don't plan on cutting all of them because it's a big tree, And it gives me a lot of figs every year. I mean, this is one of my main producers out here. One of my main producers. I mean, all the other ones are just small pots. This is like a 10 gallon pot grow bag. You know, I mean, it's loaded with figs and stuff. This is a purple variety. It's not a Hardy Chicago, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to talk about. I water these guys a lot, you know, and especially in the winter, they start to droop down. That means you're not watering them enough and they're drying out. And when they get dried out, and then when you try to compensate that and overwater them, your figs split. Even when they are hard, it looks like somebody took their nail and just pinched all of them because they got a big crack in the hard ones. That's how you know you're watering them too much and not on a scheduled thing that's going to keep the soil moist. It's not always going to dry to wet, dry to moist. It has to stay on that dry moist, or dry, well, not dry wet, because that's too crazy. But you know what I'm trying to say. You know, you gotta have a green thumb. You know what I'm saying? It looks white, but trust me, it's about as green as that tree. All right, guys, peace out. All right, hope you're having a great end to your growing season. It's August 16th, so you know we're gonna be wrapping it up soon. And this is like for like the next 3 weeks. We're gonna just be loaded with figs, man. I hope you guys are enjoying what you have, man. Peace out. Until the next one.